It's that time again when we say good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Cupidi, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada for today, Friday. It is the 15th day of August, 2025. Of course, Gordon Joseph in your company. So happy to be here. Yeah, I want you to sing that song this morning. I want to take that song from the top and, let that be your motivation today. He is my daddy, It's 26 minutes on to 7 o'clock. It's Friday. Thank God for Friday. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a good day to have a good day in a good way.
I will not beg no bread. You know the reason why? Him mommy daddy, him mommy daddy,
It's Friday. Karaku and P.D. Martinique, good morning. How they do? Yulin Alexander, good morning. How are you, my dear? You know, I miss this. Sherry and Nichols, how you do? How you do? Hope you're doing fine, right? Didn't come down for carnival. I didn't see you at all, boy. I say, way. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Rise and shine. Reverend Samuel Caesar and the folks in East Brooklyn, New York. Good morning. Crossroads Radio. Mr. B, good morning. Good morning to the folks inside of Woburn. Dr. Francis Martin, good morning to you, Papi. You're the greatest, man. Yeah. Dr. Keith Johnson, Dr. Hensley Batiste, Dr. Bernard. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all the doctors and the medical practitioners across the nation. Monica Meros Williams, good morning to you. Daddy Godwin, Miss Joan, everybody, good morning. Kathy and Kenneth, Zuri Solange, the folks inside of Florida, Sunshine State. Marilyn Gilbert is with us. Sylvina Charles, how you doing? Good morning, Miss Wally. It's a good day to have a good day in a good way. Huh? Okay, all right, okay, just like that. Yeah. Things are already better. Why worry when you can pray? Those are the words of Jig. Yeah, Morris, good morning to you and Louise and the rest of the team. Destined to win, overcomer. Good morning. Let's see what are the quotations my good friend sent us this morning for Friday. Good morning. Dear Lord, please bless my family, friends, and loved ones with your love and protect them from harm. Give them grace to forgive, strength to overcome all the difficulties they face, and keep them together when the world tries to pull them apart. Thank you. Amen. All right, that's good. I love this one. And then it says, Friday blessings. Call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver you, and you shall glorify me. Psalms 50 verse 15. May the Lord guide you always, and may he satisfy all your needs and the needs of your family. May the mercy, peace, and the love of God be yours in abundance in Christ Jesus' precious and mighty name. Amen. Happy weekend to you. Thank you, Rev. Thank you. Good morning, Tonton. Yeah. How you doing? You alright? Andrew Jerome, good morning to you. Good morning to your mom, the entire household. Hope everybody's doing fine. Natalia Ross, good morning. And Yolan Swan, good morning. How do you do? The word of the day, that word today is dubious. D-U-B-I-O-U-S. Dubious. It means doubtful or uncertain. Dubious. Here's how we can use that word in a sentence. She gave a dubious answer to the difficult question. Dubious, doubtful, or uncertain. Good morning, Cruz. Wagwan Papi. And Trishi and the entire family. Soup, good morning. Kai, Farmer of the Year. Wendell, good morning, Papi. What's up? Rhino. Yeah, you hear what I emphasize on the Rhino. Yeah, I hope you're all doing fine, man. Bellevue and St. David, good morning. Corinth, good morning. The new residents up at the housing project. Sylvina Charles, good morning. She says, Innocent, I'm all right, thanks, because Jesus is me daddy, oh. Oh my goodness. Those of you throughout the diaspora, good morning. Trinidad and Tobago, Belize, Dominica, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Michelle Forsyth, good morning to you. It's Nadisha's time, the motivational tip of the day. Good morning, Nadisha, but good morning, Jonesy and the entire family. Jonesy, Dean, and what's the miserable partner name, boy? I can't remember his name. But good morning to the 4Ds. Yeah, good morning, good morning, good morning. Practice self-reflection. Practice self-reflection. Set aside a few minutes daily to reflect on your progress. Self-awareness is key to improvement. Yeah, find a quiet place every day and spend a few minutes and reflect on your progress. Reflect on life. You understand? And that's one of the ways in which you can make the adjustments along the way of life. You understand what I'm saying? Holy Spirit. Take my soul. Kingman, good morning to you. Holy Spirit, fill my soul. Good morning to all the Calypsonians. Holy Spirit, take my soul. Just coming from the carnival season. It's time to reflect, you know. Where it went wrong, what could I have done better? Stop the wailing and moaning and, you know. It is what it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah, what's buzzing this morning? All right, 40-year-old Paraclete man to face court again for firearm and ammunition charges. Police are investigating a hanging in Frequency. In the region, Haiti returns former mayor after Dominican Republic investigation. Internationally, U.S. producer prices surge to 3-year high as tariffs bite. And in sports, Grenada sends a strong team to the 2025 NASAC Senior Championship in the Bahamas. Now, folks, you all have to be careful going up in the Bahamas there now, right? Because Erin is giving some trouble up there. So remember that the word of the day today, that word is dubious, D-U-B-I-O-U-S. It means doubtful or uncertain. She gave a dubious answer to the difficult question. Yeah, some folks are dubious about their school sheets. Oh my goodness, you guys take this thing so personal. That's fun. That's supposed to be fun. Yeah, the spur of the moment, you mourn your loss and then you move on, man. Life is bigger than that. As I journey to this distant land. Yoland, how is everybody up at Upper St. John in St. Andrew? How are the folks up there doing? The Cato family. Baker and family. Carl Abraham. Good morning, Zico and Zaire. Eggies, good morning to you and Chief. I couldn't pass back yesterday, boy. I had a doctor's call. I would have enjoyed that oil down, but say what? You know the thing said. Gotta do what I gotta do. Folks, the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather comes up after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Hey Grenada, the Ministry of Finance is hitting the streets with Finance on the Go, a city pop-up event you won't want to miss on Friday, August 15th from 12 noon at the Esplanade Mall courtyard. It's all about empowering you with the financial information that really matters. Come and learn about taxes, gaming, procurement, concessions, and so much more. Plus, enjoy cultural performances, live music, and a live DJ. It's education, entertainment, and empowerment, all in one exciting pop-up event. For more information, visit finance.gd or follow us at Finance Grenada. Let's make finances make sense together. See you on August 15th, 12 noon at the Esplanade Courtyard.
If you are interested in reliable and efficient shipping, then look no further. Carib Connects is the one for you. Our main office is situated in Miami, which boasts one of the most advanced facilities with branches in most of the Caribbean islands, including Grenada. At Carib Connects, we offer you a timely and hassle-free shipping experience. Whether it's by air or by sea, our logistic team will ensure that you have a superb experience. We can take care of your small packages, full container loads, vehicles, dangerous goods, hazmat materials, and special loading. Our local branch is situated on the Carnage, right next to the fire station. Come in and have a word with our experienced staff. They are more than equipped to assist you with anything that you would need. We open from Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can also get information at info@caribconnect.com. At Carib Connects, we are connecting you with excellence.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Friday, August 15th, 2025. Coming up in the news, a 40-year-old Paraclete man to face court again for firearm and ammunition charges. Police investigating a hanging in Frequente in St. George. In the region, Haiti returns former mayor after Dominican Republic investigation. Internationally, U.S. producer prices surge to 3-year high as tariffs bite. And in sports, Grenada sends a strong team to 2025 NASAC Senior Championship in the Bahamas. We've got the details to these and more after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
It's a busy world, and we all know the saying, time is money. Meet Candice and Oliver. They both have busy days ahead. Let's see how that goes. Candice is in a rush, off to the bank, again. Oh, looks like she didn't plan for traffic, or this long line either. Now let's check in on Oliver. His morning starts a little differently. Using his phone, Oliver makes a peer-to-peer transfer and pays his bills, all while having his morning coffee. At the store, Oliver checks his finances with online banking. Candice? Still waiting. Back to Oliver. He stops at the bank to meet his loan officer. While waiting, he schedules a payment and makes a wire transfer. Wondering about Candice? Yup, still waiting. Candice could be like Oliver if she uses Co-op Bank's e-solutions. Make your day easier with Co-op Bank's swift, simple, and secure e-banking platform. Bank on your terms, from anywhere, at any time. Click, tap, done. Banking just got easier.
Welcome home.
Hi there, good morning everyone. With the news in detail, I am Gordon Joseph. A tropical storm Erin continues to strengthen and is now expected to become the first hurricane of the 2025 Atlantic season today, Friday, August 15th. Forecasters say Erin could intensify further, reaching major hurricane status, Category 3 or higher, by Sunday, with maximum sustained winds of at least 111 miles per hour. The latest forecast projects winds could climb to around 125 miles per hour within the next 5 days, placing Erin as a Category 3 system. For comparison, Category 4 storms pack winds of at least 130 miles per hour. Erin is currently tracking westward across the Atlantic, but models indicate a turn toward the north while passing north of Puerto Rico, which would keep the system over open waters and away from Florida and the U.S. East Coast. Police are investigating the death of 73-year-old Michael Simon of Frequenty in St. George. On Wednesday, August 13th, 2025, officers responded to a report of a hanging and, upon arrival at Mr. Simon's residence, found his body suspended from the ceiling. He was pronounced dead at the scene by a medical practitioner. A post-mortem examination is scheduled to determine the exact cause of death. The Commissioner and members of the Royal Grenada Police Force have extended condolences to Mr. Simon's family and friends. Hanif Abijah Abraham, a 40-year-old unemployed resident of Paraclete in St. Andrew, is set to reappear in court on Monday, August 18th, after being charged with possessing a firearm and ammunition. Abraham previously appeared before the Grenville Magistrates Court on Thursday, August 14th, where he was remanded to His Majesty's prisons. According to reports, Abraham was found with a .32 Taurus pistol and a magazine containing 5 rounds of ammunition in his possession on Tuesday, August 12th at Ben Jones Street in Grenville in St. Andrew. And finally, the Grenada Tourism Authority, the GTA, is reminding tourism operators that the annual license renewal period is now open and will run until the end of September 2025. Renewals are a legal requirement under the GTA Act of 2013 and the Tourism and Beach Vending Act of 2001 and apply to a wide range of operators, including taxi and tour services, hotels, villas, guest houses, apartments, cottages, car rental companies, tourist guides, water sport operators, attraction managers, and craft and spice market vendors at popular locations such as Grand Anse, Montrouge, Melville Street, Fort Frederick, Annandale, Grand Etang, Concord, and Bathway. Operators can submit their applications through the tourism licensing portal on the Pure Grenada website or by contacting the GTA's Quality Assurance Department at 440-2279 Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. That concludes this local segment of news. Stay with us. The regional and international developments are straight ahead, followed closely by the sports and the weather. Turning our attention now to the region, Haitian authorities have returned the former Mayor Rosamila Petit Ferrero to Haiti after a brief detention in the Dominican Republic. Petit Ferrero, who was also the owner of Radio Tele Monopole, was handed over to the Haitian National Police on Wednesday by the Directorate of the Migration in Haiti. According to reports, Petit Frere was detained in Gregorio Lepron International Airport in Puerto Plata after arriving from Canada. Authorities claim she was carrying over $10,000, exceeding international currency limits, and alleged ties to illicit activities in Haiti. Following an investigation, officials determined that Petit Frere posed no threat to national security, and she was subsequently transferred to Haitian authorities at the Dajabon border. The Directorate of Migration in Haiti stated that Petit Frere faced no prosecution in the Dominican Republic, paving the way for her return to Haiti. Now, looking further afield, U.S. producers raised their prices at the fastest rate in over 3 years last month as companies adjusted to the increased costs imposed by tariffs introduced by President Donald Trump. According to the Labor Department, the Producer Price Index, the PPI, which tracks the selling prices of U.S. producers, jumped 0.9% in July, surpassing the 0.2% forecast by analysts. The significant increase following a flat reading in June has reignited concerns about inflation in the coming months. Economists predict that the higher wholesale prices will eventually be passed on to consumers, potentially leading to increased costs for Americans. The report comes despite recent data showing that consumer prices remain steady at 2.7% in July and has sparked worries about the potential impact of tariffs on inflation. Air Canada has started suspending flights as the union representing its flight attendants has issued a 72-hour strike notice. The Canadian Union of Public Employees, which represents 10,000 attendants, served the notice on Wednesday after contract talks reached a stalemate. The union claims that Air Canada has refused to address key issues, including wages and unpaid work, despite good faith bargaining. As a result, passengers with unconfirmed flights are advised not to go to the airport, as flight suspensions will continue throughout the notice period. The airline has expressed the disappointment at the decision, warning that the strike could impact 130,000 customers daily. Air Canada is working to minimize disruptions, but travelers are advised to check the flight status before heading to the airport. In a groundbreaking achievement, researchers at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, have utilized artificial intelligence to design 2 novel antibiotics that show promise in combating drug-resistant gonorrhea and MRSA. The innovative compounds were meticulously crafted atom by atom by the AI system and demonstrated potent antibacterial effects in laboratory and animal studies. Although further refinement and extensive clinical trials are necessary before the treatment can be prescribed, the MIT team is optimistic that AI-driven discovery could usher in a second golden age of antibiotic development. This advanced effort offers new hope. This advancement offers new hope in the fight against superbugs, which have become increasingly resistant to existing treatments. That's the regional and international news at this time. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Good morning, sporting fans. The Grenada Athletic Association has officially announced its national team for the 2025 NASAC Senior Championship, set to take place from August 15th to 17th in Freeport, Bahamas. The team, led by experienced athletes Kirani James and Troy Mason, will compete in various events, including the 100 meters, 200 meters, 400 meters, and relay events. Shot put athlete Kelsey Murrell will also be representing Grenada. The team reads Kirani James for the 400 meters, Michael Francois 400 meters and the 4x400 meters relay, Joshem Sylvester the 400 meters relay, Jaden Phillip the 4x400 meters, Troy Mason 100 meters, 200 meters and the 4x100 meters, Ethan Sam 4x100 meters, Shaquan Toussaint 400 meters and the 4x400 meters relay, Nazio John the 100 meters, 200 meters and the 4x100 meters, Samuel Green for the 4x100 meters, Kelsey Murrell with the shot put. The team will be supported by a coaching staff, including team manager coach Danisha Brathwaite, head coach Wayne McSween, and coach Christopher Lawrence. The Grenada national team is poised to make a strong showing at the championship. Olympic champion Noah Lyles is set to reignite his rivalry with Jamaica's Keishane Thompson in a highly anticipated 100 meters race at the Diamond League meeting in Chazau, Poland on Saturday. The event promises to be a thrilling contest as both athletes fine-tune their form ahead of the World Championships in Tokyo next month. Lyles, who claimed Olympic gold in the 100 meters in Paris last year by a mere 5,000th of a second over Thompson, will be looking to bounce back from a surprise defeat to Oblique Seville at the recent London Diamond League meet. The American will face stiff competition not only from Thompson, but also from a talented group of U.S. teammates, including Kennedy Bednarek, Christian Coleman, Lindsay Courtney, and Trayvon Bromell, as well as South Africa's Akani Sibin. Thompson, who missed out on the 2023 World Championships in Budapest, has been in impressive form this year, clocking a world-leading 9.75 seconds at the Jamaican trials in June, a time that puts him 6th on the all-time list. With a star-studded field set to take to the track, Saturday's 100 meters event is shaping up to be an unforgettable contest. That's all the sports we've got at this time. We'll have more sports during our luncheon edition and at our primetime newscast. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
We now join forecaster Tricia Miller at the forecast desk at the MBIA. Good morning, Tricia.
Good morning to you and good morning to you listeners of GBN. It's a fair morning here at the airport. Winds are calm. Barometric pressure 1013.2 millibars, which is normal. Present temperature 28.3 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 74%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 31.1 degrees Celsius, and the minimum temperature last night was 26.5 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, no rainfall was recorded here at the MBIA, hence the total for the month remains at 24.3 millimeters. Now the public forecast valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy with light to moderate afternoon showers and a low chance of thunderstorms. Winds southeasterly to southerly at 8 to 18 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Today's maximum temperature is expected to get up to 31.5 degrees Celsius. Seas slight to moderate, waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. Tides will be high around 8 a.m. and low about 2 p.m. Sunset this evening at 6:27. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 5:56. So just to recap, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy with light to moderate afternoon showers and a low chance of thunderstorms. From the Met Office, Tricia Miller.
Tricia, I want to find out, is Erin posing any threat to us?
Not to us.
Okay, and
not of us.
Is there anything on the horizon?
Not for us. Not so far.
Okay, that's good news. Have a great restful weekend, Tricia.
Thank you. Same to you.
Folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick and Thompson Company Limited.
REMEC, Community Partnership Initiative.
Lions All Mass preserves the culture of Grenada. All Mass is basically portrayals of what is happening in our countries on a day-to-day basis. Running events like these require a lot of resources. I just want to take the time to tell Grenada a big thank you from the Lions Club of St. George's for being one of our sponsors in Old Mass over the years.
Grenada, energizing our community.
It's 4 minutes after 7 o'clock. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. 40-year-old Paraclete man to face court again for firearm and ammunition charges. Police investigating hanging in Frequente in St. George. In the region, Haiti returns former mayor after Dominican Republic investigation. Internationally, U.S. producer prices surge to a 3-year high as tariffs bite. And in sports, Grenada sends a strong team to 2025 NASAC Senior Championship in the Bahamas. That has been the morning edition of news for today, Friday, August 15th, 2025. On behalf of the entire news department, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, wishing you a productive, safe, restful, rejuvenated weekend, and keep informing you that you can always stick and stay with the network because we are with you anywhere and everywhere.
Welcome to the Intra-African Trade Fair 2025, the gateway to abundant opportunity, the platform for more, access to a continent with more makers and creators, more technology and manufacturing capabilities, more innovators and collaborators, more information and knowledge, a continent of opportunities for business in more markets and resources that accelerate progress and create space for more infrastructure, connectivity and networking, more creativity, production, and more deals for the people. Afrexim Bank, in collaboration with the African Union Commission and the AFCFTA Secretariat, brings you the 4th Intra-African Trade Fair, hosted by the People's Democratic Republic of Algeria. Over 2,000 exhibitors, 35,000 plus attendees, 140 plus countries, $44 billion in trade and investment opportunities. Register now and enter the gateway to new opportunities.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. You home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you.
With ACB Home Advantage Mortgages, you get up to 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before with ACB.
Terms and conditions apply.
Remind yourself what life is all about. Adventure awaits in the all-new Photon Tunneler G7. Expand your lifestyle, your boundaries, your imagination. Find yourself in places where no one else can. Backed by our class-leading warranty and a national dealership network, you now have the confidence to go further. The all-new Photon Tunneler G7. Expand your lifestyle.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Terms and conditions apply. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Grenada, exciting news. Oasis Pet and Garden has expanded. In addition to our existing location, we're now open at our new location, Melville Street, St. George's, now serving you at 2 locations for even more convenience.
At Oasis Pet and Garden, we bring you the best products at the best prices nationwide. Check out our garden department for the best quality Pro-Mix potting soil, vegetable seeds, and seedling trays, cocoa peat, liquid fertilizer, granular fertilizers, and more. Our livestock and livestock products are the highest quality and the best prices in Grenada.
As GBN brings you coverage of this year's Republic Bank CPL, there'll be some adjustments to our programming lineup. On Thursday the 14th and Friday the 15th of August, transitions will be from 5:05 p.m. GBN TV News will be from 6 p.m. and repeated right after the CPL match. Transitions will be rebroadcast after the GBN News Repeat. GBN, with you anywhere and everywhere with sports coverage.
Coming up, the best of Barbados and more at Carifesta 15. International interns enjoy breakthrough opportunities. History with a side of salsa. Yes, we're in San Juan. Community programs in Dominica receive a major boost. The home base with all you can ask for. It's all next on this station.
right, welcome folks to the conversation this morning. It's 14 minutes after 7 o'clock, and this morning I am joined by a goodly gentleman, Mr. Russell John. He is the Chief Communications Officer in the Ministry of Finance, and we had a brief conversation just before Carnival, and and I said, well, definitely I will most lovingly welcome you to the program, because the carnival is over and it's time to get back to life. And if you're watching GBN television or listening to radio, you should have heard of or seen that promotion for Finance on the Go. So this morning, that's what we're here to talk about. Mr. John, good morning and welcome to the Magic Room.
Good morning, sir. Thank you so much for having me here.
That's what he said when he entered. Oh, so this is where the magic happens. So it's the Magic Room.
This is where the magic happens. It's a pleasure to be here. As I told you, I am a fan of the show. This is what accompanies me on the drive to work on mornings. I just put it on YouTube, and as I drive, I listen in. So it's really a pleasure to be in the room sitting next to you.
Okay, well, the pleasure is mine, and I'm happy to be a part of your morning life daily. All right, you miss me on Saturdays and Sundays. So that's okay, we'll make up for that. All right, now, as I said, Carnival is over, and things are going back to a semblance of normalcy.
Yeah.
Finance on the Go. I saw the commercial on TV this morning while I'm here, and I think it's a wonderful initiative. Could you sort of elaborate what it is all about, what is it intended to do, and so forth, how it came about?
Okay. So, first off, Finance on the Go is the brainchild of Dwight Sampson and Nikisha McDonald. They're at the comms unit. They're part of the team. We have a small but really powerful team. And I can't finish singing their praises. So the idea was that the Ministry of Finance is kind of often seen as that ministry that's in the background. We deal with payroll,
the engine room of the economy.
I like this because that's what I say on the inside, the engine room, right? But you don't see us all that often. But the reality is that the Ministry of Finance it's vast, and there are lots of services provided by departments within the Ministry of Finance that face the public, engage with the public on a daily basis, and really are designed and set up to assist Grenadians in their day-to-day life. So your business persons, your returning nationals, your residents, there are services that they use, and they may not readily associate them to the Ministry of Finance, and so they may not reach out properly. They may have questions and they may not be sure where to go. They may need things done and they may not be sure how to go about getting those things done. And so Finance on the Go seeks to, one, raise awareness of the services that we provide at the Ministry of Finance for the general public, and it also creates an opportunity for the public to meet with the officials, meet with the employees at the Ministry of Finance, engage with them one-on-one, and help each other get things done. So we're talking here business persons. Concessions department falls under the Ministry of Finance. Even before I came to Ministry of Finance, I worked in several instances with small businesses, and people would ask about concessions. And prior to coming into the Ministry of Finance, there wasn't as much information that I had or could tell them about, about the process, about where to go, about what to reach out and who to reach out to for things. We're hoping that we can answer that today, because we'll have someone from the commissions department there at the Ministry of Finance. The Inland Revenue Department falls under the Ministry of Finance. That's the big one. Taxes, property taxes, income tax, corporate tax, stamp tax. There are so many of these taxes that we have to interface with on a daily basis, and again, there may be questions. For instance, Carnival was pretty massive this year. I think we had a lot of folks coming back home to engage in the Carnival activities. Some of them are still on island. They have not left, and they may have some of these questions as they return back. Maybe they want to purchase property. Maybe they need to update their information to ensure that their things are in order. And again, we want to give them the opportunity to do that and connect with us without having to go on a hunt to find us. It comes at a really, really critical time because, as you know, the Ministry of Finance has now moved to Galleria Mall. So we're now based in Grandlands for a while. And
hold on, pause. Is it for a while or is that a permanent location?
That's above my pay grade and jurisdiction.
Okay. Right,
but really, I think it's set to be a temporary thing. It was not presented as this is our new home, but this is our temporary home. And if that changes, I'm sure that we'll be able to update the general public in due course and time. But we are now at the mall, and again, for the folks who are coming back home, they won't know where the Ministry of Finance is now, and this is an opportunity for us to engage with them. There are folks on island who may not realize that, hey, some of the services are in town, have remained in town, like the Inland Revenue Department remains in St. George, but concessions is downtown. We have a revenue office now in Grandlands, so instead of having to drive all the way to town to do business, you can come to Grandlands and do business. And so that opportunity is there, and we want to maximize the opportunity to inform and engage with our general public. So that's the purpose of Finance on the Go.
So it's a case. Is a case where you are going from parish to parish?
So that's the hope. We have 3 set. Dates have not been finalized for Carriacou and Grenville as yet, but these are the next 2 stops. We're starting in St. George, the hub of commercial activity, and our intention is to move to Carriacou, to move to Grenville, and then subsequently hit the other parishes as well. So over the course of, we're in August, heading into September, between now and next August, we should have been able to touch all of the various parishes.
And I think that is a very critical and worthy gesture, because a lot of times whenever it has to do with government and taxes and inland revenue and so forth, some people have this, they're sort of intimidated by it. There's a sort of phobia. There are some concerns that I don't know if that's within your pay grade, but one of the concerns I have, right?
All right.
It has to do with efficiency of some of the departments. And by that I mean, I look at a simple situation as going to one of the departments to get a birth certificate. Okay, I'm going to use the botanical garden because I had to deal with that recently.
Right.
You go to the botanical garden to get, or the ministerial complex to get a birth certificate. You go to one department, you do the forms, and then they'll send you down, walk a little hill, and go and pay, and then come back up. Are there any plans to sort of centralize all these things, that all these things could happen at one place? Because to me, that is inconvenient, it's time consuming, and it's, I think it's doable.
All right. So there are 3 things. Hold me to that. Make sure I remember that it's 3 things, right? But there are 3 things that I would say to that. 1, so there are processes involved in all of these things. One of the reasons why we have Finance on the Go today is that to let the public be aware of the processes involved. Sometimes when you know what the process is ahead of time, you can arrange yourself to suit. So maybe you can actually improve the efficiency by gathering some of the things you need before you get to point A and have to be running back and forth. So information concerning the processes is 1. 2, the Ministry of Finance has, over the course of the last year or even longer, they've made some advancements towards improving efficiency, and they've used technology to do so. So there are a number of the services, some of the same services that will be featured at Finance on the Go today, that have been digitized. There is a digital version of the process that you are doing physically. All right.
Okay.
And again, people may not know this, so you're lining up in these long lines to go deal with and pay things face to face when you could sit home. Click. I, for instance, when I had to renew my my driver's license on my birthday this year, as well as get the vehicle registered and inspected, and so I did 90% of that online. When I went in, I just had to drive in, get my vehicle checked, and go over, get my stamp, and move out. It took me less than 30 minutes to get that done because I paid well in advance. I've paid for 3 years for my driver's license. I don't have to think about it for the next 3 years, and I did that sitting inside of my house before I went to work the morning, right? And that's available for pensioners. No longer have to stand in line. The Accountant General's office has a pension portal, and you'll find out more about that. I'm going to have to be back in September.
Yeah.
But there's a pension portal that allows the pensioners to update their information well before the time for payments comes due, and they can avoid all the lines, they can avoid all the hassle, and simplify the process just by using the tools that have been created. Most of the taxes we have to pay can be paid on. I do not know the last day I went into Inland Revenue to do anything tax related. All right.
Okay.
I've been filing my income tax online. I've been paying my income tax online, and these things are available through the innovations that the Ministry of Finance have provided. And so at this point, I must thank the leadership at the Ministry of Finance for bringing these things on board and making our lives a bit more convenient and simpler. And so it's kind of on us now as the communications unit to let the public know about these gems and how to take full advantage of that. And that again is one of the reasons why we are leaving the office and coming out in the street and engaging people with finance on the go today.
So that was 1, 2?
No, that was 2.
That was 2, okay. All right.
I ain't gonna lie, the third one went.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, but that digitization,
right?
Okay, it sort of makes a push to get Grenadians up to speed with the time.
Yeah.
Okay, but there are a number of folks out there who would tell you that they're not computer savvy and literate. So how these are the folks that would be in the lines?
Well, yes, and in many ways, we can't force people to as we would say, get with the times, right? Oftentimes there is a barrier, there's a cultural shift that has to take place, there's a bit of intimidation, there are even fears and concerns where technology is concerned, and we understand that. So it's not that the Ministry of Finance has shut down all face-to-face, all in-person interactions. You can still, if you're not comfortable, if you're not aware, if you're not yet there are still, all the physical locations are available and accessible. But for those who want a more convenient, more efficient way to get things done, the technology is there to assist you with that. So it's not that we've shut down anything at all. And again, the finance on the go today is kind of evidence of that, because it's not the technology that's coming to meet you in town today. It's the people, right? And we're coming out so that you can take advantage of that.
So what time does that event start today?
All right, so we'll be at the Esplanade courtyard that's in front of the Esplanade Mall. We'll be there from 12. We'll be going up to just about 5. We have the information, but we also have cultural performances. We have a live DJ. We have streaming services provided. So even if you can't immediately come down while you're on work, throw on the stream. Stay connected with us, and then after work, maybe on your lunch break, you have questions concerning your taxes. You have questions concerning concessions. Maybe you're thinking of starting that small business and you're not sure what you can bring in, what you will get concessions on, what you can't. Hey, pop over to the Esplanade Mall. Come to any one of the booths at the Ministry of Finance and get the information that you need.
Okay. And in the event that folks are unable to come, is there like a desk, a help desk that where if they call the number you can answer and explain certain things?
So I definitely won't be the one at the help desk, but the Ministry of Finance, we are available and again accessible via telephone. Social media is all the rage, and it's the opportunity is there for us to connect over social media. On Facebook as well as Instagram, we're Finance Grenada. So if you punch in Finance Grenada on Facebook, you'll be able to pull up the page, get information there. If you have questions, you can always shoot us a message. You can also visit the finance website, finance.gd, and you can, again, all the information, necessary information, the forms, the detailed information is there, and so you can actually do your own research, and where you have questions you can reach out, or you can call the Ministry of Finance at 2731, and we can connect that way. One of the good things about today is that it gives us the opportunity again to hear from the public. So there may be some frustrations that you may have had, there may be some concerns that you may even have some ideas for the various departments. It's a good opportunity for us to connect at the courtyard today. So you come over, and again you share those with us, and it's a way for us to gather feedback and take back to the people who can make the changes that can potentially make your lives a lot easier. So I'm really encouraging folks, come out to the Esplanade Courtyard. That's in front of the mall. Finance on the go. We'll be there. We have some corporate partners that are going to be there as well. Some of the supermarkets, food is Mr. Food at this point. So hey, there's some special deals available. You can stop by there. And one of the things that I'm really excited about, the Ministry of Climate, Renewable Energy, they have been championing the cause of moving to hybrid and electric vehicles, and there are some benefits. There are some things in place for those of us who want to transition away from the gas guzzlers to hybrid and electric vehicles. You have questions concerning that, they will be there as well. All right. They again, it's what is available. We were chatting yesterday about some of the statistics, and they were sharing that there has been a significant uptick in the people moving to hybrid and EVs. And one of the anecdotal bits of evidence, it was a taxi operator that shared that he spends $50 in gas a week.
Okay, now with the hybrid. One of the things I endeavor to do is to get my good friend Leslie Quantum Smith to come in. Quantum, you've got to come in by me one of these mornings, and because it seems that people are gravitating towards the hybrid, but as usual with everything else, there are concerns. Is Grenada really ready to facilitate the hybrid drive that's going on in terms of maybe technicians and mechanics to work on them, and so forth? So there are some concerns. So Mr. Leslie Smith, I am going to be reaching out to you shortly that we can come and share some information on that gravitation towards the hybrid vehicles.
Yeah, so his unit is actually based in Galleria Mall right now along with us. So he's actually the one I was speaking to yesterday, and to answer that question, yes, that was one of the talking points that we mentioned yesterday. They actually are technicians right now being trained abroad to come back to Grenada. And the number of people that have been trained, again, it's a staggering amount, because you'd think one way, but their unit has been doing a really phenomenal job in creating the environment that allows us to have EVs on the island and transition away from, again, gas guzzlers spending. I remember him mentioning that one of the bus operators was spending almost $11,000 in gas, and now that is down to $400 a month.
All right.
Yeah, so there are significant advantages, and their unit is going to have a booth at Finance on the Go today. So again, stop by, pop over on your lunchtime, pop over while you're doing your business, chat with them, chat with us, and see the things that are available to the Grenadian public, and let's collaborate for the brighter future that we're looking to build.
Okay. Well, Mr. John, I really appreciate you dropping by this morning. It's John, right? Yeah.
It is John.
Yeah, this morning and sharing with us, and subsequently I would expect to see you back in the magic room sometime September, coming to the end of September.
Definitely.
Where we can share the information as to where the next Finance on the Go pop-up would be, and share some of the things that came out of the first one.
Definitely.
And let's keep our people informed.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much again for the opportunity to be here. Once again, I'm encouraging our general public, our business owners, our visiting returning nationals, Esplanade Courtyard, from 12 p.m. all the way up to 5 p.m. We will be there. Finance on the Go. The Ministry of Finance is out and in the city. We'll be joined by a few of our distribution partners, corporate partners. We'll be joined by the Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Energy Department specifically, and we'll have a lot of information and a lot of opportunity for us to engage today. So stop on by and let's make this thing a worthwhile.
I will endeavor to reach out to you shortly, so that I can get someone from your ministry to come and sit and talk about taxes and how taxes.
Awesome.
And I remember having a couple of folks before, but they were on tax collection. All right, and the penalties and so forth. But this time, I think that an educated people would be able to make more informed decisions and have life much smoother. So I've just found a new best friend in the Ministry of Finance.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Folks, we take that break. Thank you for being with us. I've been speaking with Mr. Russell John, the Chief Communications Officer in the Ministry of Finance, inviting you to Finance on the Go starting at 12 noon at the courtyard of the Esplanade Mall. Go on out and be informed and entertained, because there will be entertainment as well. That's it for the segment. We take a break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Hey Grenada, the Ministry of Finance is hitting the streets with Finance on the Go, a city pop-up event you won't want to miss on Friday, August 15th from 12 noon at the Esplanade Mall Courtyard. It's all about empowering you with the financial information that really matters. Come and learn about taxes, gaming, procurement, concessions, and so much more. Plus, enjoy cultural performances, live music, and a live DJ. It's education, entertainment, and empowerment, all in one exciting pop-up event. For more information, visit finance.gd or follow us at Finance Grenada. Let's make finances make sense together. See you on August 15th, 12 noon at the Esplanade Courtyard.
Grenada Community Partnership Initiative.
Lions All Mass preserves the culture of Grenada. All Mass is basically portrayals of what is happening in our countries on a day-to-day basis. Running events like these require a lot of resources. I just want to take the time to tell Grenada a big thank you from the Lions Club of St. George's for being one of our sponsors in Old Mass over the years.
Grenada, energizing our community.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. I am a Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Attention all divers, snorkelers and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinair Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
Welcome back, folks, to the conversation. It's 21 minutes until 8 o'clock, and I do not have any other active guests in the studio, so you and I are going to interact. There's something that I want to talk about this morning, and let's try and keep a conversation around that. Because sometimes some of the things, the discussions that we have here, the relevant people in authority, they listen to the programs and they get certain cues from us. Now, there's this big noise about the visa restrictions for Grenadian officials and families and so forth. And it is all believed that it's because, whereas it is suggesting that it's because of the Cuban doctors' involvement in the region and so forth and so forth. But there is also another school of thought that is tending to think that it's all because of certain alliances that regional territories or the region is taking, especially with what's happening, that reconnection with Africa. Now, do you think as a people, and I'm talking Grenada now, or maybe we could extend it to the region, all right? Do you think we, the people of the region, have what it takes, or we can make it without that deep involvement of the U.S.? Can we survive without the U.S.? Do you think we as a people of the region can pool our resources together and minimize our dependencies on the U.S.? Or do you think some of the things that we rely on the U.S. for can be gotten from Africa? Or recent reconnections and so forth? Let me hear your take on it. What suggestions can you make? How can we as a people, let's say Grenada, be more sufficient that we do not have to be so reliant on the U.S.? Because with what's happening in the White House now, to me, this is only the start. Let's hear from you. To the phone line. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Sir Innocent. How are you today, sir?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
Okay for now.
Okay.
Well, this topic that you're on there, this is a serious thing.
Very serious.
And what I think, depending on the U.S., we depend on the U.S. so much, we're the first to fall. Because we have to tread softly and know what we are doing. Let me tell you, in the field of equipment and vehicle, with people that are doing business, that's where most of the parts coming from, the ordering and so forth. If a barrel don't come here to Grenada, to our loved ones, in 6 months, we're in deep trouble. Then, like money from Western Union and MoneyGram for support for relatives here, that's a big problem. Then you have where like horticultural produce. And then you have to remember that we are saying that there are more Grenadians in America than in Grenada. So if it's a family thing, so if they get pinched, they get hurt, we get hurt. We feel in the pain too. And this is the reason why they always say when America sneezes, we catch the cold. So it's a very, very serious thing. And Trump, and they're looking to do all kind of things. So then they might even look to put tariff on Grenada goods and things and what they look, because exactly what you're saying. If you and your friend, you have friends, and you have other friends that are against you, or they're attacking you, or they're doing things, you will try to get rid of them in wherever, even if you have friends that are aligned with them, and you know they're against you, you will try to get rid of them, keep them far apart. So it's not a good thing, but we have to tread softly and think about this thing very easily. Yesterday morning on your program, a guy was talking about the crazy house. Well, I walked in Point Salim when they were rebuilding the airport, and I know to myself that the Americans wanted to pay us in U.S. to work there. If they come up with a union, we had a strike. The company or the U.S. was a U.S. company anyway. They give all the ministers new vehicle. The ministers had a meeting, and then what they said, if we get in that paid in U.S. in that month for the salary, we will be working for more money than them. Then the crazy house that mash up, they didn't just build it just so the crazy house that they built, they didn't just build it like that, you know. It's because they had bombed the other one, they had us to put back one in place, and that is the whole story. Okay. So people will be saying things and they don't know the exact thing. Okay. And that gentleman, I would have really liked him to explain where that place is, financial places in Grenada, and if they could do something so maybe all over the island for people or some places, because that alone will help a lot with the traffic.
Well, let me tell you, that building, they're housed in that building that formerly housed Cap Bank.
Cap Bank?
Yeah, the Cap Bank building.
Okay. That's a new building.
Yeah, it's now called the Galleria Mall.
Right. Well, okay. I know it. Yeah. That is very good.
All right. Thank you
very much.
Have a good one, caller. Thank you very much. Folks, it's 14 minutes after 7 o'clock. Let's do this. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Thank you. I do not agree with your first caller. I don't like to talk down to anybody when they make the statements, but I think he's talking a lot of rubbish. I think in life we all need each other one way or another. What we don't need to do is dictate to each other. You understand? America needs us just as much as we need them. What happened is I believe we could survive without America. There's a lot of us in this part of the region. We go into systems and buy things that we don't need and spend a lot of money, you know. So at the end of the day, when you look at it broad-mindedly, if you look at how geographically we in the region is in position to America, if anything, and you know, when you're looking at war, if we in the region is being subjected and dictated to by America for more than one reason, you could look at it that if the region decides to go the other way, we have a bigger threat to America because we're closer to them. You understand? So I believe America leads us as much as we need them, but we need not to be dictated. And I'm calling on our leaders for our generations to come. Do not let America dictate to y'all. You understand?
Okay.
If you see that, if you see what a lot of us know what is happening in other parts of the world, and if you look at it, no matter how powerful America is, if you look at years ago, with David and the Goliath. No matter how big Goliath was, he was cut down.
Yeah.
You understand? And I believe we in the region, yes, America should be our best partners because of our proximity in terms of geographics. But America has to respect people's sovereignty and not feel because they are more powerful. And who make them powerful?
That's a good question.
Who make them powerful? So at the end of the day, I do not share, I don't talk down on people when they make their statements, but this guy talk a lot of rubbish.
Okay.
You understand?
All right.
Grenada and the region and the in terms of South America and beyond, we are the closest to them. They need us. They should do everything within the powers that they don't lose friendship with us. But don't dictate to us. Thank you very much.
Caller. Thank you, caller. As it relates to the caller speaking rubbish, that's his opinion, and we're all entitled to our opinion. So I think it's unfortunate that, we have to view someone else's comments or opinion as rubbish, but that's the nature of life. That too is your opinion. A great topic, Innocent. Good morning to all of Grenada, at home and overseas. I only have one thing to say. When one door closes, another one opens, but oftentimes we keep staring at the closed door, wishing it would reopen, that we fail to see the one that is open. This may be a lesson for us to get off the blocks and start building a country, beginning with using our fertile soil and our good God-gifted hands. Right. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. Good morning, Con.
Morning, Innocent. I'm glad I got you. I will start off by using a phrase from the scripture that says, "What does it profit a man if he gains the world and lose his soul?" And for me, my understanding as a student of theology, my understanding of soul means a sense of self. If you look at what is happening elsewhere, even in India, I was just listening to the independence celebration of India, its anniversary, and the speech by the President Modi. I mean, you like Modi or not, the speech was very interesting. It's been analyzed by Indian experts. The thing about it is that India decided, for instance, that they're not going to sacrifice the agriculture. I want to bring it back to the Caribbean. If Cuba have survived that inhuman, barbarous embargo for all these years and have still been able to help us and the world, why are we thinking that we have to cower down to the U.S.? I think what we need, and coming out of our revolution, we have to bear in mind that there's certain things that you definitely can deal with America about. So we need to move quickly and smartly. And the second caller, he said it right. There are other countries, maybe not, the second caller. There's BRICS. Cuba is a member of BRICS now. We have Brazil, Venezuela. All these, they have the resources that we could benefit from. What we have to have is the courage. And yesterday somebody called and said, we can't do nothing. There's a lot we can do, and it has to operate within the scheme of solidarity. One of the reasons why the United States have been unable to have its full way in Venezuela, notwithstanding strangling it economically, is because the stand of CARICOM, as weak as they are, CARICOM and Venezuela have also said that openly, have thanked the CARICOM for their stand. And when you stand in numbers, you cannot be defeated. What they normally do is go around and try to fracture people, like make, whether Jamaica or Trinidad, like right now, they have Jamaica, they have particularly Jamaica, Trinidad, Guyana, and Barbados, and to a large extent Jamaica, they have them heavily influenced. So they might be challenged in terms of a unified position. But we could stand up. And even if we had to be hungry for a few minutes or a few hours, what's that in terms of ensuring that our children emerge in the future as real people and not as subjected slaves and so on? I mean, there's not enough time for us to discuss. There's so many different points of view that we could take on that. But we need to discuss it and also respect one another. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. It's now 7 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We take our final commercial break in the program and come back and do the wrap.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sun Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
Hey Grenada, the Ministry of Finance is hitting the streets with Finance on the Go, a city pop-up event you won't want to miss on Friday, August 15th from 12 noon at the Esplanade Mall Courtyard. It's all about empowering you with the financial information that really matters. Come and learn about taxes, gaming, procurement, concessions, and so much more. Plus, enjoy cultural performances, live music, and a live DJ. It's education, entertainment, and empowerment, all in one exciting pop-up event. For more information, visit finance.gd or follow us at Finance Grenada. Let's make finances make sense together. See you on August 15th, 12 noon at the Esplanade Courtyard.
It's 4 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Let's head back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Well, thank you, Mr. Joseph. We'll bowl the last over. This subject matter you raised there, it's an issue of for national debate and conversation. 20 minutes, but at least we'll make a little contribution. I support all the brothers who previously mentioned that Grenada can, and I say this with no reservation, Grenada can survive without the United States. And pay attention to what I say, the United States, because in their constitution, that is the name of their country. The United States is not America. America begins in Alaska thereabout to Tierra del Fuego in Argentina. It's a continent. Anything American is of continental origin. They're nothing but United States citizens, or you stations if you want to call them so. We built an international airport which they branded military and naval air base without assistance from them. They did everything they possibly could. This is what I tell you, it's important to remember our history. Whatever opportunity that the government of Grenada had outside there, or attempted to make outside there, to solicit funds assistance globally, they blocked it. Recall that, brothers and sisters, but we did it nonetheless. Whatever we import from the United States, especially today, normally made in other countries with made in USA on it. There's nothing that they make or sell to the world that we can buy in other parts. Yes, we have a connection with them. For decades, should I say generations, we have our people going there, and they've settled in and they assist us with transfers of money and whatnot, and when the connection is there. But whether or not politically we have to depend on the United States, no, we don't have to. They have to learn that they have to, and I say have to because it's obligatory that they do, treat the people of the Caribbean and the world generally with respect, because they are only one country with 4.1% of the world's population. 335 million thereabout, as opposed to all the others. They are the United States, full stop, and one country in the world should never have the opportunity to dictate to the rest of the world how to live. There is China, there is India, there is Britain, there is all the others. We have to teach them a lesson. Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph, for what it's worth.
You're most welcome, caller. Thank you very much for your contribution. And let's go back. This might just be your final caller. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Sorry about that. Good morning, gents.
Welcome. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Injustice will never end in the world, in this world, as we know it. And there is no way you can fight and win against a big bully who is unreasonable and unconscionable. There is no way. There are things you may do to mitigate the impacts of it. But I am very shocked, and probably I pardon the younger Grenadians, that everybody's making that about America and not about Grenada. Because I say to you, if the main beef America has is about the Cuban doctors and workers, it is a self-inflicted wound. Self-inflicted. Why do I say that? Grenada has the highest per capita rate of medical doctors in the world. Work it out. Look at how many doctors we have trained in the last 40 years in Grenada. Such a small island of 110,000 people. Where are they? We should have been in a position to send doctors to the other OECS and CARICOM states. But no, we are bringing in doctors from Cuba. Because our doctors who are trained here with government scholarships have chose to go and work where they can make more money. And where is that? In Trump's country. So while they're making money in Trump's country and not serving their country, Trump is now trying to squeeze the lifeblood out of a country which is saying, if we train you, you have to give us something back. You understand? You know, the irony of this? Even the Cuban government is exacting money from the people. They have trained them. In Cuba, education is free. And if we chose not to find ways of letting all our hundreds of doctors who are trained here with government scholarship get away and want to go and ask for help from Cuba, And isn't that our problem? Why is that America's problem? I hope that we would look at this thing in a more introspective way and see how we have played into the hands of the United States on that matter. Not of everything, but on that matter.
Okay.
And I hope that this government will succeed where the others have failed, to let those who have been trained, all the hundreds of doctors, Grenadian doctors, who are everywhere, making big money, let them pay. Let them contribute. And there will be no need, there should have been no need for us to get doctors from Cuba. Thank you very much. I haven't heard I just joined late. I haven't heard the discussion.
Okay.
But that is my spin on it. People may not like it.
Okay.
That's my take on it.
It is, as the younger folks would say, and is that?
Yeah.
Have a good day, caller. Thank you very much. Folks, it's that time when we wrap up the conversation for today and for the week. If the good Lord spare our lives, we'll do it again together on Monday. Until then, have a safe day. Have a great weekend. We'll join the BBC momentarily, which I presume is already in progress.